Okay, so we're going to start off by making a new scene, and it is going to be the canvas layer scene. And we're going to rename this to player UI. Well, actually, we can just name this player Healthbar. And we'll save it, and we'll create a new folder. That'll be the UI folder. So I'm going to change that to capitals. And then what we can do is add a node 2D, and we'll make this health bar. I don't think we're going to add anything for the player's UI besides the health bar, but when we do this, it makes it easier because we can start it where we want to. And what corner do we want to place it in? I'm thinking the top left, pretty standard. I think maybe top right. No, probably top left. But yeah, so we'll add a sprite, and this can be our. So we're going to create a new folder under our assets, and it's going to be called our UI assets. Then underneath that, there should be 3 new sprites that you can then put in, and we're just going to re-import those without a filter. And we go to our health box, and we'll drag in our health box sprite. And how many frames do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's 5 and 4. And then we're just gonna move this over. I'll have it right here for now. And we can add an animation player to this sprite. And it's just gonna be our health box animator. And we'll do a default animation. Autoplay. And I'm going to change this to 2 seconds. I don't know how the difference in the keyframes we're going to want is, but yeah, just start off by keying in some frames. See how that looks. I think it could be a little faster. So let's go to 0.08. And we'll reset the frames and start keying them in. Okay, we'll change the duration to 1.6. And yeah, change it to looping as well. And I'm just gonna move it over. Move the health bar by 2 a little, so it's 2 away from the side and 3 away from the top right now. Let me move that. Actually, I'll move it 1 more. No, we'll have it 2 away from the side and 2 away from the top. So I'm gonna add in another sprite, and this can be our. We'll do has dash. Then drag in this sprite in, and we'll change H frames to 2, and we'll just put it up a frame for now. And I think we're going to put this above our health box, so our health box is in front of it. Then we're going to add another sprite. And this will be our health points sprite, which we can then drag in. Our last sprite into it. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So 4 and 3. And now we're gonna add an animation player to this. And we'll name it our health points animator. And we're going to start off by making a new animation called 1, in which we're just going to key in when we have 1 health. I'm going to key in 1 and make a new animation, so 1 to 2. And how long should I make it? How many transition frames do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I will make it it's 0.1 seconds to change for the keyframes. So it only takes 0.3 seconds, and then we're gonna have 2, where we'll key in our second when we have 2 health points, and then we're gonna do 2 to 3 as a new animation, and we'll key in those transition frames. Is it still last frame? No. Have we done 3 yet? This is 3, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna do a new animation 3. Now we're also gonna make one last animation 1 to 3. Change that to 0.3. I can't remember if we did our 2 to 3. No, we didn't, so we should have 0.3 as well. Yeah. And we're also going to make an animation play on our has dash. And we'll call it has dash animator. I'll put in one of these here. So do new animation. And we'll go empty, and in here we'll key in that it is not visible. Then we'll do get dash, in which we'll key it to be visible. Key it at frame 0, go up a frame, and key it there. And that's all we need from this. Okay, so now we're going to add a script to this. And do we have a health variable in our player? Just something we'll check. We do not. So I'm going to go export device. Current max. Yeah, we have current max health. And export bar health. And do we have a has dash variable? Or can dash? We do. So we make that an export var as well. And we'll set this is equal to 1, and this equal to 1 for now. Okay, so then I'm gonna play a Healthbar. We'll start off by synchronizing the dash to it, and then we'll do it at health afterwards. So we're gonna go func process if global data player is not equal to null, then if global data player has dash is equal to true, and need some variables. Var last has dash is equal to false for now, we'll say. actually we'll do true. So in here, then we'll do make some already variables. Already var as dash animator equal to money as dash animator. Already var health points animator equal to money health points animator. Okay, so in here we'll do has dash animator dot play get dash, and we'll do and last has dash is equal to false. Then elif global data dot player dot has dash is equal to false. Has dash animator dot play empty. Then we want last has dash is equal to global data dot player dot has dash. Okay, then we're gonna instance this into our level 1 player healthbar. And I guess I haven't explained canvas layers. So basically, we've got like a normal game layer, which is where everything that isn't on a canvas layer, or there's some like background layers as well. But yeah, anything that isn't on one of those falls into that layer. Then canvas layers are considered to be in front of anything that isn't on a canvas layer. And they also have their own layering systems. We've got layer 1 of the canvas layers. You can organize things like that. So then they'll be drawn in front of everything else, and they also won't move as the screen moves, like if you have a camera set up, which we don't yet, but when we do, we would need this to be on a canvas layer so it doesn't get moved around as the player moves through the world. So now we can launch the game, and when that happens, it goes away. When we land on the ground and get our dash back, we get it back. And this does seem a little big now that I have it in the game. It's not too bad actually. I think I might just move it over though. So it's 1:1. Yep. Okay, so now we can implement health. We're gonna make a separate process in here that'll be we'll put it in front of this, so we'll do update health, and we'll go func update health, and in here we're gonna go var last. We need to do, sorry, up here, var last player health is equal to 1. Then we'll do last player health is equal to global data dot player dot health. Okay, and then now what we'll do is if last player health is equal to global data dot player dot health, so it hasn't changed, then we'll do if last player health, sorry, last player health is equal to 1, then health points animator dot play 1, elif last player health is equal to 2, health points animator dot play 2. If last player health is equal to 3, health points animator dot play 3. Okay, and then we'll put an else here. If last player health is equal to 1, then if global data dot player dot health is equal to 2, health points animator dot play 1 to 2, elif global data dot player dot health is equal to 3, health points animator dot play 1 to 3, elif last player health is equal to 2, then if global data dot player dot health is equal to 1, then health points animator dot play backwards 1 to 2, elif global data dot player dot health is equal to 3, health points animator dot play 2 to 3, elif last player health is equal to 3 if global data dot player dot health is equal to 1, health points animator dot play backwards 1 to 3, elif global data dot player dot health is equal to 2, health points animator dot play backwards 2 to 3. Yeah, so it's a little long, but we got all our transitions for the health done. And there's one last thing we have to do actually. We're going to change our possessed type into an export variable as well. We don't need them to be export variables to access them, but if I'm accessing a variable often, I like to make it an export variable just to keep it out from the rest of these. So, at the end of this, we make a new section. If global data dot player dot possessed type is equal to void, pass elif global data dot player dot possessed type is equal to clone, then pass. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go into our player's possessed type process. I'm just gonna copy this into our player health bar, and we'll do let me make another onReady variable. onReady bar health points is equal to money health points. Okay, so in health points, then we can do control V, self modulate is equal to the red color. And we can also, I don't want to make it the same color as the player for the void because it's a little dark. Maybe I'll just see how it looks though actually. But yeah, we might need to make it a bit lighter. Yep. So let's try raising this to 90. 120. I think that's pretty good, because I'm thinking we'll probably have a white enemy you can possess at some point, so I don't want it to be white straight away. But yeah. So I'm going to do health points self-modulate is equal to that color. Okay, so we got a gray color, and then when we possess the enemy, it turns into a very dark red. So we're gonna have to change that red to a brighter color as well. I'm thinking we should have changed the clone's color to a lighter color anyway. So yeah, change it to something like this. Let me hide our recast and have a look at some of our animations. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. So we also gotta change our player's code here to be that, and then in our player health bar, we'll change it as well. And now we can have a look at it. Oh, we also gotta change the attack. Do we modulate it when we spawn the attack? I forget. Got an attack delay. So an attack delay timeout. It's more of a red now, so yeah. Okay, so I'll open the attack. And we gotta change the creation to that color, and change this to red. Okay, so now we'll kill them, possess them. Did we update it in our player Healthbar? Kinda looks like it. I think it needs to be a bit brighter still though. In our Healthbar. Something like this. Just because we want it to contrast well. I need to change this. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yep. So, let's just do some stuff in the player just to test the health. So we're gonna start off by giving them 3 health. And I believe we have this connected. Let me just test the print function. Yeah, we do. So we'll go into that, and what do we want to do? We'll say we might have some damage resistances based on our possess type, but I think we can do that before we do the damage. So we'll do something like health minus equals damage amount. Pretty simple. Then if health is smaller than or equal to 0, I'm gonna do a pass for now, and we're gonna add in a timer. I'm gonna call this destruct delay. And give the player 1 whole second after they die to aim their possess, for now at least. Then we're gonna want another timer. Void particle create delay. of these to our script. Just gonna go into our void particle create delay and make it like 0.1, maybe 0.15 now. Okay, so we're gonna go declare another constant. So const void particle is equal to preload void particle .tscn. We're gonna want some more honorary variables. Honorary var def destruct delay equal to money def destruct delay. Honorary var void particle create delay is equal to money void particle create delay. So we'll start off by figuring out this. So then if def destruct delay dot is stopped is equal to false, void particle create delay dot start, and then var void particle is equal to void particle dot instance get parent dot add child void particle. And I want to go back into our void particle, and where do we do the knockback? Was that in the player? The enemy? No, that was in that was in our mask body. It's under effects. So I'm just gonna, no, not here. Oh, we have it. It bounces. Okay. What does this look like? We'll make another var, an export var, called increased x travel is equal to false. So then if increased x travel is equal to false, I'll do this, else self dot global position dot x plus equals speed times 2.0 times direction. Okay, I'm going to our player. Void particle dot global position is equal to self dot global position. Void particle dot increased x travel is equal to true, and then I think that's it. Yeah. Okay, and then go into here, go def destruct delay dot start, void particle create delay dot start, and let's see what happens. Okay, I think I'm gonna make this really short actually. 0. Let's change it to 0.1 for now. And I might just make I'm gonna add this again, so it's gonna move faster, and change this to 3.0. Destruct 2.0. So I want to travel faster times. I have to do times delta here. Yeah, that's not good. I don't do times delta here either. Let's try times 20. Yeah, so I gotta fix that. I'm gonna increase this to times 50. Hopefully this is enough. Okay, that's enough for the basic version. So do times 50, times 50, times 50, and change this to times 40. I actually don't think I want it to go as fast. Yeah, I think that's better. So then, in our player, we're also going to go in on check for attack, because we set aiming to false normally, but we're going to go if def destruct delay dot is stopped. And we're going to set aiming to false. And we're going to set aiming to true here. And we're going to go into our update destruct. And I'm going to make another line of code. I'll make func destruct. And in here, I'm just going to do copy paste all of this stuff in. And then change this to destruct. And down at the bottom here, we'll put destruct here. So let's see what happens. We don't get our aim, but we do get a working destruct. Okay, so how do we get this aim? And destruct delay is stopped here. I think this should fix it. Yeah. Now I just want to double check that we can't hide it with our attack. No, we can't. Yeah, so this gives the player a bit of a chance to possess an enemy when they die. Now I haven't been watching our health to see if that's been working properly. It hasn't, it's just been teleporting to the next stage. Let me test some stuff. First of all, I just want to make sure that this can be called tie. Oh, that's because this gets called the next frame. I forgot to make a timer. So then this, we're going to make a health transition timer. It's going to be one shot, 0.3. We don't need to connect it to our script. and make an already var health transition timer, money health transition timer. And we'll do and health transition timer dot is stopped. Then we'll do health transition. Actually, at the start of this, we'll do if health transition timer dot is stopped, health transition timer dot start. And I believe this should fix it, hopefully. Yeah, and we even saved ourselves there. Okay, and yeah, it's fine if the enemies kind of act a little weird when the player's gone, because I'm just gonna make like a pretty quick death transition and then not care. So one last thing to do before we end this video is change the player's health and current max health back to 1. But yeah, that's it for this video. We got some working dash UI. We've updated some of the enemies stuff. We've got it so that the color gets associated with it, and that'll have to be an ongoing thing we do. But yeah, this is good progress because now we can make enemies that you possess and then they give you more max health. And we also made it that the player can die, so it's pretty good. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, helps the channel out. They're going to be a ranged enemy, so we don't need to worry about as much movement code, but the attacks are a little more complex. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed, and have a good day.